thoughts generate positive feelings and attract positive life experiences. So, very warm welcome to my dear students. Hope you all are doing well, keeping well, eating well, reading well, writing well, learning well, as well as sleeping well. So, before we begin today's session, you all are requested to be cool, calm, and relax for some time. Take a position for meditation and let's say a small prayer together, and we'll do a little meditation. A very special prayer for children. Lord, my God, tonight I ask you to raise a wall of protection around my children so they can be protected from spiritual forces. Protect them from any danger. Thank you, Lord. So thank you very much to my dear students for devoting your time for the prayer and meditation. So now let's begin the session with some energetic words. It's all positive words, and whatever you'll carry, you will be. If you carry the smile, you'll always smile and everybody will like it. So here I'm going to give you some words and you have to carry. You have to hold that words and just check whichever for you. Adaptable. You are adaptable, adventurous, amazing, beautiful, beloved, blessed, elegant, empowering, enriching, enjoyable, enlightening, gracious, happening, harmonious, honorable, idle, important, brotherly, calming, fabulous, exceptional, fantastic, inspiring, interesting, charming, relaxed, joyful, helpful, hardworking, incredible, blissful. So, what are you thinking, my dear students? It's difficult? Are you finding difficult to accept whichever for you? It's very easy. What you hold, what you carry, you will become. You know what? We think in words, and by those words, we live our lives. The words we think about shape everything from our actions to our feelings. We can expand our minds by growing positive. Yes, my dear students, as in my last session, I already mentioned you that we'll go in the broad manner about the purpose of life skill and their branches. But between the days, what I was thinking right now, and even in a life, each and every moment, each day, each time, we face a kind of four-letter words, FEAR, fear. Everybody is facing that. You're getting that? You're getting my point? I too have a fear. I have a fear of dog bites. Maybe you are something else. Many children have fears and worries and may feel sad and hopeless from time to time. Strong fears may appear at different times during development. For example, the small children are often very distressed, and even elderly, even from their parents, even they are safe and cared for. Although fears and worries are typical in children, persistent or extreme forms of fear and sadness could be due to anxiety. And then anxiety leads to depression. It's the four-letter words that leads to anxiety and the depression. It's very common nowadays because everybody is stuck at home. Small kids even not able to go out for playing. You people also studying, staying at home, maybe listening music. You are all confused how to spend our time. Right? Is it right, my dear children? Yeah. Because it's sudden attack of this virus, our mindset is completely gone changed. We don't know how to move, how to run a life. So this is the time we need to accept the reality and transform our life in the broader manner to avoid any kind of stress. So my dear children, nowadays it's very important to deal with these type of problems. And earlier I told you, the way you feel, you will be. The way you think, you will be. If you think to be happy, you'll be happy. If you think that I'm depressed, I'm having problem, you will be. So, before thinking, you have to come up with your happiness world. So I just want to make you aware about anxiety and depression of this today's world, how the people are suffering from. When a child does not outgrow the fears and worries that are typical in young children, or when there are so many fears and worries that they interfere with the school, home, or play activities, the child may be diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, like being very afraid when away from their parents. Even in the society, you can see the many divorce cases are there. Their children are separate from their parents. This type of conditions, it's not good actually for the child. Having extreme fear about a specific thing or situations, such as I told you, I'm having fear of dog bites. So here also, dogs, insects, or sometimes going out to the doctor, it's a kind of phobia. Being very afraid of school and other places where there are people. Some they are having phobia and kind of fear to go by lift, by using lift. Being very worried about the future and about bad things happening is very general, it's very common. Like when we sit for the examination, as we hold the question paper, we feel kind of fear. Our hands go cold. We feel nervous. Why? Are we prepared for the examination? Question mark. Having repeated episodes of sudden, unexpected, intense fear that come with symptoms like heart pounding, having trouble breathing, or feeling dizzy, shaky, or sweaty. Anxiety may present as fear or worry, but can also make children irritable and angry. Sometimes you feel angry. You are not knowing that why you're feeling angry, you're feeling irritated, but you do this type of activity at home. You show anger to your parents, sometimes you show anger with your friends, right? So anxiety can also include trouble in sleeping as well as physical symptoms like headache, stomach ache, urine infection. And some anxious children keep their worries to themselves, and thus the symptoms can be missed. And that time it's very, very difficult when you hide your problems from your parents and doctors. You need to open up and discuss your problems, discuss your thoughts, sometimes maybe with your friends. And it's very, very important, first of all, to share everything with your parents. Very, very important, because they are your close relations, and you all the time 24/7 you are staying with your parents. Even most of the time you're spending your time outside with your friends and you in the school or in any other program, but most of the time you live your life with your parents, and they are very, very important for you all. So what do we have to do? It's very, very simple. I told you, think about happiness and you will be. Make your proper schedule to work. Make a planner to work on time. Sometimes things happen when we are not organized. We have to organize ourselves. Sometimes we rush to do our work, we rush to complete our work. Our sleep is half. Night we are not able to sleep. Why? The question is why? Are we living our life in a proper manner? And nowadays, mobile is very important for us, right? I also cannot live without mobile because I have to do all my work by using mobile. But by using mobile, not by misusing mobile. Nowadays, what children are generally doing, they are keeping all the work together and keeping the big lot headache for the work. Why? Because they are not planning their work. They are watching all the videos together, and after that, all the subjects are jumping on their brains. So we have to plan out. Everybody is doing their duties. You also need to complete your duties on time in proper manner. How to do, what to do, you are much aware. Beginning also, I told you in earlier classes how to make a proper planner, your study planner, self-learning time, and your playing time, your watching movies time, even singing time, dancing time, all the time. You can make a proper schedule for that. And it's easy when you organize yourself. Without that, you will have fear. So, to avoid fear, organize yourself and to be happy. So now, my dear children, why I am explaining you all that, you should know that everything comes in our life sometimes all of a sudden. So we need to manage ourselves. And I'm not giving so much of broad area of the anxiety and depression, but just for your awareness, I'm giving whatever is required for you for the time. All right, my dear. So now come to the depression. Occasionally, being sad or feeling hopeless is a part of every child's life. However, some children feel sad or uninterested in things that they used to enjoy or feel helpless or hopeless in situations. They are able to change. When children feel persistent sadness and hopelessness, they may be diagnosed with depression. There are few examples I can give you just for the awareness, like feeling sad, hopeless, or irritable a lot of the time, not wanting to do or enjoy doing fun things, sitting in the corner sometimes, sitting silently, quietly, and not ready to talk, not happy to talk, not ready to go out, go to school even, okay? Showing changes in eating patterns too. Sometimes eating a lot more or a lot less than usual. Showing changes in energy, like being tired and sluggish or tense and restless a lot of the time. Having a hard time paying attention. Yeah, it's very common. Every day you see your friends. Sometimes we also are not able to focus for our work, right? Feeling worthless, useless, or guilty. Even the small, sometimes it's happened, the small fight with your friends, you feel very bad and you feel guilty. Showing self-injury and self-destructive behavior. Extreme depression can lead a child to think about more to do, but think about happiness. Some children may not talk about their helpless and hopeless thoughts and may not appear sad. Depression might also cause a child to make trouble or act unmotivated, causing others not to notice that the child is depressed, or to incorrectly label the child as a troublemaker or lazy. Sometimes we tease, no? We tease each other. We tease our friends that you are lazy. We're not supposed to do all that, right? Don't label your friend. Don't tell anyone any negative word. That is very, very important. We need to be very alert whatever we are speaking, whatever we are saying, and the way we are talking. Don't hurt anyone. All right, my dear? So this is all just very simple, very easy to understand, because it's very important to avoid negative situations. Sometimes it happens that we cannot avoid the negative situations and we cannot control, but we need to train our brain how to come up with the situations. And it's an easy way, very easy way, always to be happy. And it's very important to be healthy, staying healthy. Being healthy is important for all the children and can be especially important for children with feeling depression or anxiety or any kind of stress. In addition to getting the right treatment, leading a healthy lifestyle can play a role in managing the symptoms of depression or anxiety. Here, I just want to explain you a few of the important ways through which you can be healthy to fighting with all these negative sides, like having a healthy eating plan centered on fruits, vegetables, whole grains, protein sources, nuts and seeds. Even participating in physical activity for at least 60 minutes each day. So many times I told you, my dear children, you have to walk. Go for a walk, evening, morning, whatever the suitable time is there. Take your parents, take your brother, sister, and go for a walk. Being healthy is important for all children and can be especially important for children with facing the trouble and tension and stress. In addition to getting the right treatment, leading a healthy lifestyle can play a role in managing symptoms of depression and anxiety. Here are some healthy behaviors that may help you, like having a healthy eating plan, centered fruits, vegetables, whole grains, protein sources, nuts and seeds, even participating in physical activity for at least 60 minutes each day. And earlier also I told you, my dear students, that you need to go for a walk at least for 15 to 20 minutes is very, very important for little walk and jogging and running. That's physical light activity you need to do. Even getting the recommended amount of sleep each night based on age. I told you that at least class 9 to 12, at least you need to sleep 7 to 8 hours. So suddenly don't change your routine. You are habitual to get up early in the morning, coming to school. This is a daily routine of like, all right. So you have to make schedule according to that. Unnecessary suddenly you just whole night you'll awake and started your studying and all. It will not work. This is the another kind of stress you'll get. Right, my dear children? Even every day meditation at least for 20 minutes is very, very important. 20 minutes is not altogether. You can divide like morning 10 minutes, and then after that before going to bed 10 minutes. All 20 minutes are enough for your brain. Right, my dear students? Okay, so I know this is all you feel little difficult. No, I don't think so. It's all very easy if you think it is easy, right? And if you think that you have to be happy, you will be happy. So be happy and make your family too happy. So now, my dear children, here I'm going to give you some tips to work through your fear and live your life. First of all, allow yourself to sit with your fear for 2 to 3 minutes at a time. Yes, allow yourself to sit with your fear for 2 to 3 minutes at a time. That means breathe with it and say, it's okay. It's okay. It feels lousy, but emotions are like the ocean. The waves ebb and flow. It's okay. Have something nurturing planned immediately after your 2 to 3 minute sitting period is completed. Call the good friend waiting to hear from you. Immerse yourself in an activity you know is enjoyable and engrossing. You can hear some music, you can dance, you can do painting, you can involve yourself for jogging with your friend or playing, something like that. Then write down the things you are grateful for. Yeah, again I'm repeating, write down the things you are grateful for. Like, look at the list. When you feel you are in a bad place, add to the list. Then remind yourself that your anxiety is a storehouse of wisdom. What you have to remind? Yes, remind yourself that your anxiety is a storehouse of wisdom. Write a letter. Dear anxiety, I am no longer intimidated by you. What can you teach me? What can you teach me? Okay, then next is exercise. Exercise can refocus you. Your mind can only focus on one thing at a time. Whether you go on a short walk, head to a boxing gym for an all-out sweat session, or turn on a 15-minute yoga videos at home, meditation exercises are good for you and it will ground you and help you feel more capable. And the next is use humor to deflate your worst fears. For an example, what are some ridiculous worst case scenarios that might happen if you accept an invitation to deliver a speech to a crowd of 500 people? What will happen? Do you have stage fear too, right? Some are, not everybody, that we can come up. So maybe at that time my best friend will be in the audience to interrupt me and it will be very difficult, right? Another thing is appreciate your courage. It's very, very important to appreciate ourselves, and many difficult times will be there and you can talk to yourself and tell, every time I don't allow fear to keep me from doing something that scares me, I am making myself stronger and less likely to let the next fear attack stop me. Perhaps the most important coping tool is to be kind to yourself. What advice would you give to a best friend about those negative inner voices that whisper? Be afraid, don't try anything new. Do as you advise others. Don't listen to the negativity. Be your own best friend. So, my children, everything is hard before it is easy. So, boost up yourself, motivate yourself, be happy, be playful, and be the change you want to see in the world. Have a good day.